Okay, time to dig into my favorite part, the making money section of your business plan. Okay, the making money section is where your financial plan goes in your overall business planning process, and under the making money section tab in your biz plan binder. All right, so what's the making money section all about? Well, a business has to make money or the business is going to die and your dreams along with it. I know you've heard that old myth, do what you love and the money will follow. Well, I'm a big fan of doing what you love for the sheer joy of it, but the money won't always follow. The good news is you can figure out how to make money. Just get over the mystery of it. Learn how it works. Now in business, there are financial reports, a balance sheet and a profit and loss. These are terrific because they keep score in the game of business. Now chances are good that you're not really clear on your balance sheet and your profit and loss. Maybe you've never even looked at them before, or maybe you've looked at them but you're not sure that they're right. Fair enough. So start by getting to a known financial position, KFP. KFP is the place to be. How do you do that? Assemble the bean team, the bean counters. This is your bookkeeper, a tax professional, maybe even another savvy business owner, a member of your board of advisors, someone who knows their asset from their elbow and will help you do it too. So assemble the bean counters, sit down with your balance sheet and profit and loss, and go line by line down the reports. What does this mean? What does this account mean? How do we know these numbers are right? Are they current? And ask questions until you understand the balance sheet and the profit and loss. Luckily, I found a great mentor to help me do this. Thank you, Frank Blau, for being a great mentor to me. He's the one who taught me that this is my asset and this is my elbow. And that's what I want you to do. Assemble the bean team and go through your financial reports. The king granddaddy scorecard in the game of business is the balance sheet. The balance sheet is based on a set of scales. It's based on an equation. Assets, what you have, your stuff, equals liabilities plus equity, what you owe and what you own. So for instance, suppose you want to buy a truck or a car. The asset of the car would be listed under the assets on the balance sheet. Now, if you had to borrow money to get that car, there would be a corresponding debt or liability for the car. Assets equals who lays claim to it. If someone other than you owns that car, that's a liability. The balance sheet will help you understand where you are in terms of what you have, what you owe, and then the difference would be what you own. Very, very helpful. Now you can always make your financial position better once you understand it. The way to make it better, the best way, is to sell stuff for more than it costs. That's what you see on the income statement or the profit and loss. The profit and loss shows your sales minus your expenses equals, hopefully, some money left over. And if that money is left over, you've actually manufactured it. And that money will appear on the balance sheet as an asset, and your equity will go up. And that's how you breathe lifeblood into your business. Now, I'm making this kind of simple and a little theoretical. However, for your business, the rules of accounting, the rules of finance are the same as for every other business. That's one of the things I like so much about the making money section of business, about finance, is that the rules in business apply to any business. Double entry accounting applies across the planet, across the globe. It's a universal language like biology. And once you figure out how to read a balance sheet, a profit and loss, how to use the score to make better, faster, more profitable decisions, you take a quantum leap in power for your own self, for your own business. You can help others as well. I just get goosebumps talking about this. So in your biz plan binder, under the financial section, the making money section, this is where your financial statements will go. All right? So you'll list your balance sheet, your profit and loss. This is where I've got my current financials right there. Pretty cool, huh? That's where you'll put yours. And until you understand them, you're going to seek to understand them and work fervently with your Bean team to make sure you can. All right. So once you're at a known financial position, you may not like what you see. You may not have as much in assets as you'd like. You may not have as much in cash. You may have more debt than you would like. Well, you can change that. If you are willing to charge more than it costs so that you manufacture profit, those profits will help you buy more stuff, will help you get out of debt. So your budget gives you something to aim for in terms of goals for dollars and percentages for sales and expenses. Your budget is also where you ask and answer the question, how much am I going to have to charge to pull this off? If you put a budget together and it's going to require $1 million in sales for you to make your dreams come true, how much would you have to charge per day, per hour, per widget, per t-shirt, per plumbing service, per photograph? How much would you have to charge in your offerings of goods and services that will allow you to make $1 million? That selling price numbers crunching, you're going to document, try a few examples of it, and put that in the making money section of your binder. Essentially, if you want to make $1 million this year and you want to work 200 days this year, you would divide $1 million by 200 days and realize that you have to sell $5,000 a day to make this happen. Easy, right? At least in theory. And if you find as you put this business plan together and you work through the making money section of your business plan, if you crunch the numbers, if you get clear on where you really are financially, I can promise you, you'll come up with a selling price that is higher than your competition. That can be a little scary. Well, put on your big panties, because you may have to raise your prices. And that may be a little bit scary. You may not have to raise your prices. If you can justify your selling prices, I tell you what, it'll work if your financial statements show that you're making lots of money and your dreams are coming true, your selling prices are fine. But if you're not making the money you'd like to make, if debt is too big, if cash is too low, raising your selling prices is one way that you can fix that, which springboards us to the getting it sold section of your business plan. Because if you crunch the numbers and discover you have to raise your prices, you're going to have to be more competitive. You're going to have to be nicer, stronger, faster, more sober, more punctual, better dressed, more skilled than your competition in order for you to justify why your selling prices are higher.